Hi, welcome to Our Moon Divine Tarot. Thank you for being here and joining me. So, for today's reading, I will be pulling a couple of cards over here to ask about what you need to prepare for this Mercury in retrograde, as well as some advice. Now, I will be going sign by sign. I'm doing again all signs, and I will be briefly touching on the house that will be affected by this retrograde. So, for example, if you're in Aries rising, the retrograde is happening in your sixth house, or if you're a Leo rising, it will be happening in your second house. So I would say check for your rising sign. Your sun sign could also be insightful. And if you have any stelliums or any heavy placements of a certain sign, like if you have a lot of Gemini placements, right, like you might want to check that sign too and see what messages are there for you. So, if you're ready to listen to your reading, you can go ahead and check out the timestamps below. Thank you. And let me know. Let me know if there were any messages here for you at all. I am trying something new, so your feedback is super helpful and lets me know if you like to see more videos like this, or if the messages were helpful, or what I could be doing differently as well. So, um, yeah, so yeah, please feel free to check the timestamps, or you can hang around for a minute and listen to me talk about Mercury retrograde and Virgo and what it means. So, to start, Mercury retrograde does. It does tend to have a bit of a bad reputation, right? I think it's one of the most common retrogrades that we hear about. But Mercury in retrograde just wants us to slow down, right? It's an opportunity for us to chill, to reassess, to reconsider what is going well and what needs to change. What do we need to adapt? What do we need to switch up if something isn't making us feel good? Now, with it showing up in Virgo, this is actually pretty good for us. It's going to be a pretty chill retrograde because Mercury likes Virgo. As a matter of fact, Mercury rules Virgo. So they're homies, okay? They're best friends. And Virgo, right? It's already so good at coming up with game plans. Virgo loves to assess, Virgo loves to figure out the details, okay? So, this is going to be is going to be good for us, right? It's going to help us pay attention to the details and honor what we're doing in our day to day, okay? This is going to be an important time to pay attention to routines, your health, your work, the way that you're nourishing yourself, okay? All of these things will be um very much in the forefront of our minds, right? So, pay attention to yourself, pay attention to your body, pay attention to what you are doing every day and how that's supporting your goals. If something isn't working for you, then think about what can be adapted, okay? This is not a time to be scared. A lot of people seem to be scared to do anything during the retrograde. It's just about really going with the flow, taking this time to learn and adapt, okay? So, that being said, I am only doing this for Mercury retrograde, but there are 7 whole planets in retrograde right now. So you could be facing other challenges as well, okay? I'm really just trying to provide, some of the puzzle pieces. Is going to be up to you to connect them, okay? But, just to kind of let you know, some of the other planets that are in retrograde are Pluto, which can be showing up as power struggles, or Saturn, which is, your dedication to things being tested, or Neptune, which is causing us to question ourselves. The Venus retrograde, that's also still happening, right? Which is about what we desire in relationships and creativity and our passions. Uranus, can be a little bit of not feeling that growth, feeling frustrated, okay, as well as Jupiter really forcing us to come up with game plans, right, as well as this Mercury. So, like, there's a lot of retrogrades happening right now, so there could be a lot of things at play. Like I said, I do hope that this reading functions as sort of a puzzle piece over here that you can use to, inform your decisions and, give you some time to be introspective, right, about this time. So, yeah, if you have any feedback about the reading, let me know. I would absolutely love to know if it worked, what could have been different. I am not delving too much into the astrology. My focus is the tarot. But as I was doing an all signs reading, I did think that it was important to touch on how each of the houses is actually at play with your sign here. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and stop talking now. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you think. I'll see you at your reading. Thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. And I hope to see you sometime after this reading. All right, cool. Bye. Hello, Virgo rising and Virgo. So for you, this Mercury retrograde will be hitting your first house. This is the house of you, who you are, and how it is that you are showing up to the rest of the world. So your appearance, your sense of self, your sense of style might very much be at question right now. You might be considering who you truly are and also how you want to show up to the rest of the world. You could be in the middle of a transformation, in the middle of trying to figure out what feels authentic to you. So this is very much a time to take care of yourself, take care of your needs, to practice self-care, okay? Practice patience with yourself, practice getting to know yourself intimately so that you can then come up with a game plan to start working to how it is that you want to navigate the world. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about what you need to prepare for at this time and some advice. So you have the Ace of Swords. You have the Devil showing up reversed. You have the Nine of Cups showing up reversed as well. And your advice is the Seven of Cups, okay? So look, I'm gonna say a couple of things that you should prepare for here. With the Nine of Cups showing up reversed, there's a sense of dissatisfaction with the self, okay? You may be not finding emotional fulfillment within yourself, okay? Some of you might be questioning how you can make yourself happy. The Nine of Cups is, nines are very independent in the tarot here, so it's all about you. And the Cups is an emotional realm, right? So how can you find joy for yourself without having to depend on others, without having to rely on others? And for some of you, figuring out what this joy is can be difficult at this time, right? Or it can be, you might be having a hard time figuring out what joy and what emotional fulfillment is authentic to you, okay? So for some of you, with the Devil showing up reversed over here, you're being asked to release things that are binding you. Now, I'm going to say this could very much be people. This could be ideas. This could be value systems, okay? Things that were imposed on you. Anything that doesn't feel right to you or right for you, okay? Like, silly, okay, like super silly example, okay? But for example, some of you, maybe you were little and you were told, okay, you're gonna grow up to be a doctor, you're gonna grow up to be a doctor, right? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna grow up to be a doctor, and yes, that's what's gonna make me happy. And then you're in med school or something and you're like, what? No, this does not make me happy. This is not who I am. I don't want to be a doctor, right? Like, I don't know, right? Like, but apply it to your situation, right? It could be things about, oh, like when you grow up and you get married and have kids, then you'll be happy. And maybe you're like, I don't want that, or vice versa, right? Maybe you're like, I'm never having kids, and all of a sudden these ideas are shifting, and you're like, wait, I think I kind of want a family, right? So like, it's about separating though, okay? Separating, identifying, okay? What was imposed on you and what it is that you need to release so that you can become more authentically you over here, okay? The Ace of Swords to me is saying that it is very much a time of learning. with the Seven of Cups as your advice. This is all about exploring your different options, okay? It's about, I'm getting prioritized, getting in touch with your feelings, with the moon showing up here in the darkness, allowing yourself to, for some of you, to delve deep into your shadows, some shadow work. Even the things that bring you discomfort or make you uncomfortable are telling you something about yourself that are ultimately going to help you illuminate the one choice that is right for you. So don't, don't dismiss the choices, okay? Tap into, explore different options, figure out, what works and what doesn't. Be okay with testing the waters. Be okay with trying new things is what I'm getting, in order to find what fits right, what feels right, okay? Some of you could be, other than, I'm taking the Ace of Swords as this is a learning time and an opportunity for you to acquire information. But I'm also getting, you could be getting some news around, your sense of, like, something that might relate to this, your sense of self, okay? Something that might shift your idea. You might be hearing something that changes the way that you perceive yourself as well, okay? So just kind of, keep an ear out for that. I would say everything right now is very much a learning experience, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards from my little deck of self-care. And yeah, oh, I love this, okay? Oh my gosh, wow, of course. All right, I'm gonna pull another green one for you, okay? I'm sorry, I'm just cracking up because Ace of Swords and 1 and 15 is the double energy. So you just have very much repeating energy over here, okay? So for some of you, I love this because the Ace of Swords, yes, obviously I forgot about it, but it can also be about manifesting, writing down, okay? You could be writing, you could be journaling, you could be doodling, you could be, right, but putting your ideas into some sort of manifestation journal, a plan, a game plan, okay? Little steps, okay? Whatever feels right for you, but right, okay? Like, that's just something that you can do for yourself, putting your thoughts into words, okay? With 15, that's more devil energy, okay? So, the positive side of this is that, like, 'cause I don't want to forget about it, that the hard work that you do will pay off, okay? For some of you, you could be getting material compensation, okay? Maybe you're working toward a career that is fulfilling or something like that, and know that whatever energy you put into something, it will come back and pay off, okay? A little form of self-care is something that you can do maybe right now. Check your bank account first is what it says, but maybe buy yourself the thing, okay? It's okay to be materially take care of yourself, as long as, if you have the means here, okay? You also have try something new. What have you been wanting to do but haven't allowed? Visit a new place, try a new food, explore a new activity, okay? This is very much the Seven of Cups energy, all right? Looking at your different options, allowing yourself to figure out, even if it's something that you hate, right? Maybe you go to a new restaurant and you're like, that was terrible. Okay, you learned something about yourself, but you're training your brain to try new things, okay? And with good deeds, okay? While it is very much a time for you, when you feel like you have the energy, put some of that good back into the world, okay? So that is what I have for you today, Virgo. And for this Mercury retrograde, if there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your comments, your likes, subscribing, everything truly helps and lets me know if you'd like to see more messages like this. And this is a new reading that I'm doing over here. I'm trying something completely different, so let me know what you thought. Was it helpful? Did it support this journey, or help you understand the Mercury retrograde a little bit more? I don't know, let me know. All right, thank you so much for being here, Virgo, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and pull all these cards and get ready for Leo. All right. Leo, Leo, Leo. Boy. Okay. All right. Hello, Leo. Welcome. So for you, this Mercury retrograde will be hitting your second house. This is your house of resources, okay? This is related to money, to possessions, okay? You might be really watching your spending. You're being asked, right, to watch your spending. You could be creating budget checks. You could be trying to figure out where it is that you find the value in your life, okay? What actually brings value to your life? Are you only finding this in spending? Are you only finding this in material resources? Or are you finding value in your life through people as well, connections, okay? Like, more than just, money and possessions, okay? Where, it's almost like a time to stop spending so much so that you can figure out where you can actually find like the real riches of life at this moment. Okay, so all right, now I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about what you can do to prepare at this time and some advice. All right, you have the Seven of Cups. You have the Four of Wands, you have the Mother of Cups, and the Fool. Ooh, I am going to say, your advice is the Fool. So I'm going to say, be open to new things. Be adaptable is what I would say. Trying something different, exploring like a new way of seeing the world, right? Particularly as it relates to what it is that you value in life, okay? We also see this with the Seven of Cups showing up in your material realm. This is all about exploration, figuring out where else can you find riches in life? What else can fulfill you? What else is going to bring you this joy, okay? With the Four of Wands showing up in your heart space, I am getting a sense of community, okay? Maybe searching for a community, searching for people that are like-minded, that share your spirit over here, okay? But I'm getting that connection to others is going to be important at this time. You have the Mother of Cups in your mental space. So very much, it doesn't surprise me, all right? The Mother of Cups is a very nurturing energy, takes care of others, loves, cherishes, okay, provides emotional support. And the reversal to me is telling me that this attention needs to go within because it is in your mental space. I would say pay attention to your mental health, okay? How are you doing? How are your stress levels? How are your, if you're dealing with any sort of, like, do you need support? What are you doing for yourself? Like, I'm thinking like anxiety, right? For some of you, like if it's very serious and it's like depression or something like that, I'm getting a sense of community or reaching out for support could be important at this time as well, okay? I'm getting valuing the way that you like finding value in those around you, okay, and finding like value in the way that you take care of yourself at this moment as being something very important, okay? The Fool does want you to explore new options, explore new ways of doing things, explore new ways of navigating the world here, okay? Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of extra cards here from my little deck of self-care because, this is very much a time when we need to stop and think about our needs, think about, how we are doing things. Be very adaptable is something else that I'm getting, okay? I guess we all need to be very adaptable. Okay, you have... Yeah, all right. So you have, actually, I'm going to start with these over here. You have the Strength energy showing up and the Hanged Man energy showing up. Okay, so This is actually fellow Leo energy with the strength card and touch something soft, okay? But this is very much about getting in touch with your vulnerabilities, okay? Getting in touch with a softer side of you, getting in touch with a part of you that might need some attention, that might need some loving, okay? That might need some affection is something that I'm getting. Allow yourself to be that, to be soft, to say, right, like, hey, maybe I need a hug, you know, like that kind of thing, okay? With explore, yeah, I mean, I was talking about this with the Fool and the Seven of Cups over here, okay? The Hanged Man over here wants you to, you know, okay, I'm just gonna say it, right? Like, it might be putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation, something different over here to be able to create this shift in your mindset, okay? That's what the Hanged Man does. The Hanged Man wants to get in an uncomfortable position so that they can understand things in a different way. And that is what you're being asked to do, okay? Explore outside. And, you know, the big shifts can come later. For some of you, you might just need to start by exploring a different part of your town, exploring a different place, exploring outside, exploring a different room, right? Like looking out of a different window in your like apartment or whatever, or your house. I don't know what you do for right, like where you live, but right, like, and that's just kind of like to help our mind start looking for different things, to start looking for different connections, because that's what you're doing. You're being asked to see things in a completely different way. I want to say that the yellow and the orange is very much standing out to me just throughout here, okay? Like just yellow, orange, yellow, orange, and then in your heart space, okay? And even like the gold over here. And this is making me think of your solar plexus chakra, okay? So your confidence, your sense of self, the way that you you know, like that you show up to the world, your ego over here, right? For some of you, particularly with the second house being what needs your attention or where you're being asked to assess, is like, how much are you covering that up with like a facade, right? Or like with money or with, I don't know, right? Like, you know, what, like, I feel like the sense of this unveiling of of your true self, okay? Or like more than anything, it's like a cover up, really, right? Like, are you using resources, are you using money to cover up who you truly are, to not show up in your true strong self over here, okay? So your solar plexus, that's related to that, right? Like your ego, your sense of confidence, your sense of self over here, that could be something that needs your attention as well, okay? um and then you have, oh yeah, look around. Yeah, so exploring and look around, right? It's almost like as you get out there, maybe you'll see some synchronicity, some signs, just things that, you know, keep an eye out for that, okay? You might get some really random messages over here, okay? Sorry, like I got really distracted because it's I mean, it's really late here, but outside of my window I just saw like flashing yellow lights, and it's just kind of added on to the yellow over here, okay? And that felt very much like a synchronicity, like the yellow lights over here flashing. But yeah, and so keep an eye out, okay, for synchronicities and signs, okay? You have eat blue, with, you know, eat blue, eat berries, plums, tea, butterfly pea tea. Okay, but this is also aligned to your throat chakra, okay? So sharing your voice, sharing your feelings, sharing your thoughts, okay? How are you doing with that? Do you feel like you are speaking honestly? Do you feel like you get to speak your truth, okay? That could be something that you could put into practice at this time. All right, Leo and Leo risings, thank you so much for being here. If there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your comments, your likes, subscribing, everything truly helps and lets me know if you would like to see more videos like this. So thank you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here and prepare for the next reading. And we are going to move on to Leo. No, not Leo. We just did Leo. We're going to move on to Cancer and the third house. All right. Cancer and the third house. I hope you can see that okay. All right. So, hello, welcome, Cancer rising. So, for you, this Mercury retrograde will be hitting your third house. Okay, this is the third house of communication. It can also be related to schooling, it could be related to your hood, it could be related to your siblings. Sorry, so like your neighborhood. Okay. Where it is that you live. Okay, think like a local community. Okay, and because it is affecting your third house of communication, okay, and how it is that you're relating to others, you know, some of the things that Mercury retrograde does is affect the way that we communicate and things like that, and that's one of the things that people feel more scared about. But you know, this is just a reminder that this is a time to, you know, confirm conversations, right? If you don't understand something, this is not the time for assumptions. Okay, this is a time to cross your eyes and no, you don't cross your eyes. To cross your T's and dot your I's. Don't cross your eyes, okay? But you are observing, okay? You're asking questions. You're thinking before you speak, okay? Like if something doesn't make sense, ask for clarification. Even if you think something makes sense, I'm getting like, say it back to the person so that they can confirm, okay? Like there's just so much need for you to be clear with the way that you're communicating right now, okay? So I am gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about what you need to do to prepare at this time and some advice. All right, you have the Daughter of Pentacles in your material realm. You have the Wheel of Fortune in your heart space. I love that. You have the Three of Wands in your mental space. And the Ace of Cups is your advice. Of course, of course, of course it is, okay? Why am I saying of course it is? Because to me, the Ace of Cups right now is very much about self-care, self-love, right? Like that cup of love is for you at the moment. And I feel like that's something that, you know, that Mercury retrogrades in general want us to do, right? Really stop and assess about like what it is that works for us. And I do feel like this is actually a very like a nurturing retrograde. I don't know, like I don't know. That's the sense that I'm getting. Okay, so yes, a lot of nurture is going toward you right now. Okay, with the Daughter of Pentacles, I am getting the reminder of not starting any big projects right now. Okay, you're very much in learning mode. You're kind of slowing down if you can avoid it. Obviously, if you have to do something, you know, so the material realm would relate to this. Could be work related, housing related, health related, okay? Anything in your physical space over here that you might want to start, okay? But I'm getting, you know, like don't sign any contracts right now if you don't have to. If you have to, right? Like maybe you just got a new job offer and you're like, well, I need to sign this contract. Okay, just kind of be careful, observe, assess, ask questions, you know, that kind of thing. But if you can hold off on starting any new projects, now would be the time to hold off and process and continue to learn, okay? With the Daughter of Pentacles showing up reversed, I'm getting continue to do research, all right? What is it that you need to learn about what you're trying to create? The retrograde will be over soon enough and you'll be able to come back up and get back going and get back into it. But right now you're kind of chilling, all right? Now, I love this because you have the Wheel of Fortune in your heart space, which is just telling me better, stronger, emotionally fulfilling days are showing up for you, okay? You're going to start feeling the come-ups, okay? Prepare to start feeling good. Prepare to start taking care of your needs, okay? I'm getting that this is going to be very aligned, that as you nurture yourself, as you pay attention to what it is that you need, as you take care of your body, as you take care of your mind over here, okay, you are going to start feeling better. And this doesn't, you know, with the Wheel of Fortune, I always get the reminder that the wheel comes and goes. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down. Life is messy, right? But you'll be better able to handle it, is what I'm getting. Okay, that if you are focused on you might still, right, go through the occasional setback or whatever, but you'll be able to handle it in style, move past it, figure out, what it is that you need to research, figure out what it is that you need to learn, and then bring yourself back up again, right, and kind of continue the circle of life over here, wiser, a lot smarter, a lot more intuitive. Okay, I do feel like you have this it's like a confidence within yourself over here growing. Okay, now the Three of Wands in your mental space, I'm getting prepare to learn. Okay, I do get like this is going to be a big time to learn, to explore. I'm gonna say, traveling, because this is showing up in your mental space. I don't see it as physical travel. The Three of Wands can sometimes be traveling, but I am getting exploring in the sense of, looking at new options, researching, right? Maybe you might even be encountering, new connections in your community is something else that I'm getting. Okay. Um, but I do feel like, oh, wait, I'm so sorry. That was not cool, but sorry. Anyway, the point is that I do feel like you will be kind of bringing this knowledge within. Okay, like you've been learning things, you've been exploring. For some of you, I mean, you might actually be traveling. If you are, just once again double check everything. Okay, be very prepared. But I'm getting that it's more about bringing external knowledge within and expanding your mind. Like you're gonna have some sort of mental expansion over here. Okay, I'm getting learning from other people as well, like maybe people in your community, people around you over here that have a lot to teach you at this time. So yeah. All right. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards here from my little deck of self-care. You have 11 with Justice card. You have 14. That's my Temperance card. You have, oh, I want some green ones. Can I please get some green ones? Nope, I don't think you're gonna get any green ones, Cancer. Sorry. Let me try again. Can I please get some? Maybe you don't get green ones. Let me see if I can get at least one. Okay, there we go. Of course. Okay, so you have face your feelings as the green ones. Okay, maybe some of you have been suppressing, repressing. Okay, that's what this Ace of Cups wants you to do. Get in touch with your feelings. Okay, notice the what is making you feel what, like how are you sensing, whatever it is. Okay, do get in touch with the parts of you that need attention right now. You have, with 3, and share your love. I did intend this to be, Empress energy and very nurturing, very caring, but I also think of like the with share your love in the 3 of Cups, right, which is a very friendly, socializing energy. So for some of you, you could be socializing at this time. Okay, nurturing your relationships as well. Have you told those you love how you feel? Okay, I'm thinking particularly siblings, particularly those people that are very close around you. Okay, and then you have with the Temperance card, this is all about, it's funny because I'm getting the message of, how Temperance, it's like it's very difficult to find balance. It's very difficult to temper, water and fire. That's what the Temperance card is doing, right? Balancing, maybe your passions and your emotions over here. Okay, like, or something that you're trying to balance within yourself, and it can be a real test. Right? But I'm getting that, I don't know, like that, like, sorry, because I don't know why I'm so hyper focused on the difficulty of the journey. Maybe for some of you, you could be currently feeling like you're struggling through something a lot, but I do feel like this is actually going to be a very restorative period for you. That's going to, it's like you're gonna be finding solutions, like finding solutions that are going to help you, yeah, bring things back into justice, bring things back into a way that feels fair for you, back to this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay, yes. All right. But yes, but as far as little things that you can do to take care of yourself with this card, feed yourself. Okay, be real. What is it that you need? Choose what it is that you're missing. As far as, I mean, it could be big picture over here. What are you missing in your life? life, and it could be very, you know, small scale in your body physically. What do you need? Do you need a nap? Do you need a broccoli? Do you need chocolate? Like, what do you need? Okay. And then with the Justice card and 11 showing up over here, okay? You know, like I said, I feel like you're gonna be finding way to make things right for yourself right now, okay? Know that I'm getting, even if there's miscommunication or even if there's things that mishaps is what I'm getting, okay? Like, you know, because you have, remember that really bad embarrassing thing you did? Isn't it cool that you're not that person anymore? It's like you're gonna be able to bring things back into justice. You're gonna be able to, like, everything's gonna be okay, all right? So if you do have some mishaps over here, know that it's gonna be okay, all right? Like that's really the messaging that I'm getting here, okay, Cancer? Now I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, but if there were any messages for you here, please feel free to leave me a like, a comment, subscribe if you feel inclined to. Everything truly helps and lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up over here and prepare for who are we preparing for now? We are preparing for Gemini. All right. Do I have water, Gemini? All right. Hydrate. Make sure you're hydrating. All right. So, okay. All right, Gemini, and welcome. So for you, this Mercury retrograde, so Gemini rising and Gemini, okay? For you, this retrograde will be hitting your 4th house, okay? This is your house of home, okay? You know, where it is that you are living, your living situation, your roots, okay? For some of you, your lineage, your past can also be showing up, okay? This is, you know, you might find yourself reflecting on your roots. You might find yourself reflecting on your upbringing over here, okay? But this is also about creating your own roots, okay? Whether that means, well, it's time for me to start what I wanted, or, oh, I want to deviate from my upbringing, you know, like whatever it is for you, knowing that you have the ability to create your own sense of home here, okay? Your home life in like a, you know, in the abstract way of, you know, home is where the heart is, and also your physical home, you know, like, do you feel comfortable where you live? Do you feel safe? Do you feel, and, you know, I'm not even talking about, you know, I'm talking about, you know, like going in and feeling like you can come into a place and relax. Do you feel like you have, you know, support? Like, is your place clean? Is your place, you know, like something that helps you feel creative? I don't know, whatever it is that you are looking for, okay? Like, but your very, like, just physical, immediate sense of home is also something that can need your attention right now. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead, Gemini, and pull. Whoa, I dropped a card. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do a little old school shuffle, actually. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards over here to ask about what you need to prepare for at this moment. Wow. Okay, and your advice. Okay, so you have the Ten of Swords showing up in your material realm, the Justice card showing up in your heart space, the Ace of Pentacles showing up in your mental space, and the Six of Pentacles showing up as your advice. Okay, so wow. Well, sorry, it feels a little heavy. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I think that Ten of Swords just really threw me for a loop over here. Well, I mean, everything else is very beautiful. Okay, now I do feel like you're coming to the ending of cycles. Okay, I love how your mental and your material space are very much playing with each other. Okay, so what am I talking about over here? Okay, for some of you, you could very much be thinking about past hurts, maybe things that didn't work out. Maybe, I mean, for some of you, the Ten of Swords can even indicate, you know, a sense of betrayal, a sense of being let down, being hurt. But I'm getting that there is something in your past that isn't letting you see the future that you can create. Okay, so particularly thinking about the home, this could be in past relationships, this could be in your upbringing, right? Like something that you are detaching from, that you are leaving behind, that you need to, I'm getting, open your eyes to and open yourself to the possibilities that you can create something different, that you do not have to abide by anything from your past that you feel is keeping you bound, right? You are very close to closing some sort of cycle over here. I'm getting the way that you're thinking, your thoughts very much affecting the way that you're navigating the world, in the sense of, you know, this could be like self-fulfilling prophecy, self-limiting beliefs, not believing that you can do something different, not believing that you have the power to try something new. But the Ace of Pentacles wants you to come to the realization that you can actually start taking little steps to create whatever it is that you want, okay? It's like right now you're not quite acting on it. You're still in the process of closing these cycles, but you are, you know, get ready to think about the seed that you want to plant, okay? Come up with the game plan about what kind of future you want to create. What does home look like for you, okay? And that can vary, okay? And I go back to this like sense of home is what the heart is, because, or where the heart is, because I'm getting, you know, like for some of you, you might feel more at home by traveling, right? Or you might feel more at home by exploring new places. So it doesn't even have to be the traditional sense of, you know, I want to buy a home and live in it and create a family, right? Like it doesn't have to be that, right? Like you get to create whatever it is that works for you, okay? And you're coming up with an idea, you're coming up with a plan. Allow yourself to welcome this in, okay? Your heart very much wants you to pay attention to it right now, okay? You have the Justice card showing up over here. And it's funny because, well, it's not funny, but so for this deck, the creator used the Justice card as the 8th card, right? Which sometimes it's the 8th card, sometimes it's the 11th card, but here they use the 8th card, which what this is making me think is that there's just so much need to learn and prepare at this moment, okay? For some of you, I'm also getting the message that you could be doing some shadow work, okay? This could be, you know, just sitting with your discomfort, sitting with your past, sitting with the past pain, and using that to illuminate your understanding, using that to actually help guide you toward what it is that you want to create for yourself. Allow yourself to be in a receptive mode at the time, with the 6 of Pentacles showing up reversed, okay? If somebody offers you something, this is a time to say thank you, okay? This is a time to accept it, whether it's somebody offers you a compliment and you're like, cool, thank you, because you're telling the universe that you want more, right? Or somebody says, hey, let me buy you like some candy or a coffee, or I don't know, whatever, and you're saying, okay, thank you, right? And you're letting the universe know that you are welcoming gifts, that you are open to these ideas, that you are open to being able to create more, right? Like have more for yourself here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here from my little deck of self-care. Gemini rising. Whoa. Wow. Okay. Goodness. Okay. Are you clumsy, Gemini rising? I feel like I dropped that card at the beginning. Now I dropped all these cards. Am I just all over the place for your reading? Wow, how rude, huh? All right, you have, okay. All right, perfect. Cool. All right. So I'll start with the with the bigger ideas. Okay, you have with 4 and fire. Okay, this is Emperor energy. Okay, very much about, I'm getting, allow the things that inspire you to guide you. Don't be afraid to dream big. Don't be afraid to think about what makes you feel good, right? Even though right now, you know, you're coming up with the ideas, coming up with the game plans, I'm getting that some of you might limit your ideas of what you can create for yourself because you might feel like you're not right, because you know you're being asked to be in receptive mode, so like you might even feel like you're not worthy of receiving it, right? So allow your inspirations and the things that make you feel good to be what inspires you to keep going over here. Okay, with the 20 you have, this is an awakening card. Okay, this is judgment calling, a judgment call. Okay, you needing to decide what it is that you want to do, and I'm getting you choosing to decide whether you are going to leave behind anything from your past that you feel is haunting you, or whether you are going to, you know, are you going to stick with it, right? Are you going to repeat past, you know, are you going to repeat past trauma? Are you going to repeat past things over and over again? Or are you going to separate yourself from that, create your own roots? Are you going to create your own sense of home and, you know, welcome in you, right? Like who you want to become, okay? But as far as little things that you can do for yourself, okay, you have massage, okay. So for some of you, it could be a hug, it could be a literal massage, okay. But maybe that sense of touch could be significant right now, okay. Finding inspiration through a fire, so it could be a bonfire, lighting a candle, burning some incense, okay. Finding the things that you feel passionate about. With Eat Indigo, this is all about opening your third eye, okay. I love this because this feels very sorry, because like this looks very indigo-y, like third eye over here, okay. So I'm just getting it as I mean literally you can eat indigo, grapes, eggplant, cacao, purple carrots, cabbage, kale, okay. But also needing to see things in a different way, okay? Like expanding your perspective, opening your eyes to a different way of living life, okay? And then you have sing your heart out, okay? Maybe some of you might be getting messages through music over here, okay? Allow yourself to sing, find a playlist, hit random, sing along, dance along, okay? Listen for musical messages, all right? But that is what I have for you right now, Gemini. If there are any messages for you here, please feel free to let me know. You can always leave me a like, a comment, subscribe if you feel inclined to. Everything truly, truly helps and lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you next time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning up here before we move on to Taurus. All right, do I still have water? All right, Taurus, 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 and the 5th house. Is that right? Yep. All right. Okay. Hello, Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. So for you, this Mercury retrograde will be hitting your 5th house, okay? This is your house of creativity. This also rules dating, so like kind of light romantic encounters over here, children as well, okay? If you have any, some of you might be having some difficulties or might be kind of, how do I say this? Like, I don't get that you'll necessarily be uninspired, but that you might have some difficulties around how to bring your inspiration into fruition, right? Like how to, like you might feel inspired, but you don't know how to go about it, right? Or maybe you're feeling, I don't know, have ideas, have a sense of joy, but you don't know how to put it out there, how to make it happen, okay? So this is all about, you know, bringing what inspires you into a routine, right? Like creating a routine around it, bringing it to your day to day. Do something every day, right? That will help you show your creativity, that will help inspire you, that will help you channel your joy that you are feeling within. Okay, for those of you, because this also rules with passion, it also rules romance. Okay, it's that reminder of, you know, like I said, it's weird because I'm not getting that you'll necessarily be, you know, like lacking passion or lacking inspiration. I feel like the passion and the inspiration will be there. It's just all about channeling it, right? So for romance related situations, it might be that you feel a lot of romance or you feel a lot of passion, but it's about, you know, taking it slow, making it sustainable, right? And actually, you know, do, like I said, things in the day to day. It's all about balancing all of those big feelings that you might be having with creating, you know, kind of long-term solutions, you know, for channeling that energy. Okay, I hope that makes sense, right, Taurus? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about what you need to prepare for and some advice. All right. So what do you need to prepare for during this Mercury retrograde? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to say with the Magician showing up reversed, there is that sense of slowing down. Okay. It's once again, all right. It's a miss. So, okay. So here's the thing. Listen, listen, listen. The Magician has access to all of the resources that they need. Okay. They have the mind, they have the intellect, they have the feeling, they have the passion, they have the inspiration, right? They even have the little pentacle, okay? Whether that means material resources, whether that means your health, whether that means the money, whatever, okay? Like they have what they need to make it happen. But when it shows up reversed, there is misdirected energy. So you need to prepare yourself for that. Okay, I do get, you know, this is a time for healing this. The Five of Pentacles, particularly I'm getting in your material realm, okay, wants you to assess your resources. Once again, in the material realm, that would include, for some of you, I mean, the material realm could include, right, like your career, your work, the work that you're doing, your physical health, your living situation. Okay, like those things may need some attention right now, but you're paying attention to those resources, right? Because I'm getting a sense of misusing them. Okay. And so with the Five of Pentacles, that's exactly what you're doing. I do get this is a time for healing that, okay? The Five of Pentacles is saying, hey, you are done with the being down and out, okay? Because I like to call the Five of Pentacles my down and out card. But the reversal, I actually like to see because it tells me that there's growth. It tells me that there's potential. It tells me that there's possibility. Will it include hard work? Absolutely. But can you do it? Definitely. More absolutely. Okay. So there is this need to, I'm getting look outside of you, okay, for where you can find support, what resources are out there to help you, you know, embark on what it is that you want to embark on, you know, to help you feel inspired, to help you feel, you know, for those of you that maybe this is like a creative pursuit that you're embarking on and, you know, figuring out, you know, like what are your resources around that? Like where can you get some lessons, or I don't know, maybe you want to learn how to paint or something, right? And it's like, well, are there any lessons? Are there any free lessons? Can I go find videos on YouTube, right? Or can I go to, you know, like it doesn't have to be like you're spending all this money, right? But it's just like really thinking about what your options are, right? And yeah, you know, and apply that to whatever part of your life, right? And with this, yeah, like I said, it's creativity, dating, okay, like romance, if it's romance related, okay, where are you missing the resources to support your connection as well, okay? So it's all about finding that support right now with the Six of Wands. I love it because I do feel like you will be coming out of this transformed, okay? There's just ultimate progress. I love how 1 and 5 make 6, okay? I don't know. That's just a little but it's like learning how to use your resources. It's just going to lead you to great success, okay? This ability to rise up, this ability to be mentally stronger, okay? This is showing up in your mental realm over here. So I just feel like a shift, a transformation of your mindset, the way that you see the world, the way that you understand things, the way that you communicate as well, whether this is receiving or sharing information, okay? I feel like your communication realm is also going to be attended to at this moment, okay? Your advice is to allow yourself to release anything that isn't working for you, anything that might be holding you back, okay? Where are you misusing your resources? I'm just gonna say it because the Magician also means like manipulations and things like that, but like where might you be, where might you be a little manipulative? Where are you doing things and participating in actions that are not serving you? Where are you directing your energy, okay, more than anything? And what can you leave behind so that you can continue to transform, okay? With the Death card showing up as your advice, this is a need to focus on what you actually need to leave behind. This could also be, like fear of exploring something new, fear of getting in touch with your creative side, fear of, making mistakes or something like that, right? So I'm getting fear of being seen with the Six of Wands over here as well, okay? So, think about what do you need to leave behind. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of extra cards here for my little deck of self-care. But if there have been any messages for you here at all, anything resonated, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps. So, sorry. Okay, I'm going to... Okay, yeah. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this one over here because the blank one, it's intentional, okay? It's not an accident. I did that because I just want to say, all right? You know what you need to do. You actually know what you need to leave behind. You know how to use your resources. I'm getting that like these things. It's just kind of about, right now it's about coming up with a game plan, cultivating, okay? Embody that Taurus energy here. For some of you, socializing could be part of the connections that you are making, okay? And I love that purge came out because with death, really, what do you need to get rid of? Okay, what do you need to get rid of? Whether it's trinkets or whether it's people, okay? Get rid of anything that isn't serving you because it's going to make room. Think about what it will make room for, okay? And then you have, I'll start over here with hydrate, okay? For some of you, maybe you just need to hydrate, okay? But also, getting in touch with your feelings, getting in touch with your emotions at this time as well, okay? So, kind of how I was getting fear, right? So it's like if you're feeling afraid of something, okay, why are you afraid? Or if you're feeling nervous, or if you're feeling like you have a lot of energy that you don't know how to direct, okay? Like, think about what that tells you. And then you have I am a survivor, and I love this, okay? Because like I said, I feel like there's a shift in mindset where you're just going to see how strong you are. You're going to see, like, I'm getting, like, especially for those of you who really are leaving behind fear, like leaving behind the down and out energy, leaving behind old manipulations and things like that. It's like you are seeing yourself as somebody who survived, somebody who's strong, honoring yourself in that way, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, Taurus. Thank you so much for being here. And if there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Why do I narrate? Should I narrate? Should I not narrate? Is anybody listening during this part at all? I don't know. I always wonder. If you are listening, let me know. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set up for Aries. All right, Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay. Hello, Aries, 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 and welcome. So, for you, this Mercury retrograde in Virgo will be hitting your sixth house. This is actually the natal house of Virgo. So, you're very much being asked to do what the Mercury retrograde in Virgo wants you to do, okay? Which is all about assessing your routines, assessing your day to day, okay? This could be revolving around work, okay, and what you're doing for a living. This could be also revolving around health. Now, with this Aries energy, you're very much still thinking big, coming up with ideas, charging toward new things, but with the sixth house, you want to make it sustainable, right? How is your day to day actually supporting your long term goals in a way that you're not going to burn yourself out, that you're not going to tire yourself out? So it's all about coming up with a game plan at this time to, like I said, I do feel like work and health could be very dominant at this time. Let's say you're like on a health kick or something, right? How are you going to do it so that you don't give up after a week? Or if you're trying to, expand in your career or something like that, right? What can you actually do to maybe earn a promotion or earn a shift or work towards something new without feeling like you're giving part of yourself up, okay? Making it sustainable is the key word here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here, Aries, and ask about what you need to prepare for. And for some advice, you have the Four of Wands, you have the Eight of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles, and you have the Seven of Pentacles, okay? Yeah. Sorry, I'm at shock though, because the Seven of Pentacles is very much routines and still, there's work left to do, okay? So that's your advice, all right? I hate to say it, but you still have work left to do to continue to like find the stability, okay? Some of you might be feeling a lack of stability actually, and it's very much in your mentally, right? Like you might feel like a little anxious, or like you're having a hard time balancing your what's going on and what it is that you want to work toward. But I feel like it's this lack of or the sense of instability is coming because you want something bigger, you want something more, you are looking to transform over here, okay? The Four of Wands and the Fours are technically level ups, right? Are you striving toward your biggest level up ever? No, not necessarily, right? But you are looking for this change, you're looking for upward mobility is something that I'm getting, okay? Whether this is just, strengthening your health, not just, right? But like, that's a big one, right? Whether you're strengthening your health and strengthening the way that, you take care of yourself, or whether you're looking for a career move, or whether you're trying to, I don't know, like embark in something that's going to make you feel, like stronger over here. There's this need to continue to do the work, okay? I do get like there's a sense of transformation, a sense of growth. For some of you, actually asking for support from community can be very important at this time, okay? I'm getting don't isolate yourself. You're very close, with the Eight of Swords showing up reversed in your heart space. I am getting the message that for some of you, there are thoughts, there are ideas that are affecting your feelings, right? For some of you, I'm getting that you're trying to reason out your feelings, or it's like you're causing pain. How do I say this? It's like you're causing these thoughts, these ideas, right, to affect your heart space, your emotional space, and it's causing some pain within, but then you're trying to reason yourself out of them, right? Like you're trying to not believe them. So there is this need I'm getting to sit with these ideas, sit with these thoughts that are hurting you so that you can actually let go, right? So that you can actually fly away. Know that when you emerge from this pupa, this cocoon, after being this gooey mess that you might feel like you're at right now, guess what? You can fly past all these sorts and not get a scratch, right? Because you'll have wings, you'll be able to soar, you'll be able to free yourself yourself from anything that might be binding you from the past over here, okay? But like I said, there's still work left to do. So don't, you know, like, I'm sorry, but you know, that's just that's just how life is sometimes, okay? Don't discount community help, okay? That's what I'm gonna say right now, right? Some of you have support out there waiting for you, and don't be afraid to ask for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of extra cards from my little deck of self-care over here. Yes. Sorry, I cackle. Oh no. All right, Aries, you're gonna hear me cackle because I'm sorry, it's just like too perfect. Okay, establish a routine. Okay, yes, that's exactly what this wants you to do. Okay, this is routines, all right? The sixth house, all right? So whether that means, you know, getting up every morning and, you know, eating breakfast, right? Or making sure that I, you know, meal prep for the week, or making sure that I make time in my day for X, Y, or Z, to go to a 5-minute walk, to do 10 jumping jacks, whatever it is, right? But like, your routine needs your attention right now. Set one goal. I love how these came out together because, you know, you don't want to overwhelm yourself by trying to change up your whole routine and then once again not have follow through. Like I said, it's this you're focusing right now on being sustainable. Okay, sustainability is what's important right now. So start with one small change and then you can build up on that. Okay, for some of you, trust yourself, trust the universe. Okay, there's, like I said, there's a sense of you wanting growth and wanting to, you know, move towards something bigger. And you know, and it will come with all this hard work that you're putting into it. It like, you know, there's this need of, this is the full energy, right? A new beginning waiting for you on the other side. You have curl up, take a nap, take it easy. Okay, blanket burrito. Sometimes you just need to like rest. Okay, balance this sense of adding for some of you, I say your sleeping habits could be something that needs your attention right now. How much are you resting? Okay, don't overdo it. Okay, like, think about what needs to be prioritized each day as well. All right, Aries, that is what I have for you at the moment. If there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps, and lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for being here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and move on to Pisces. How many signs have we done right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're like almost at the halfway point. Okay. No, we're not. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. Sorry, why am I counting? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. Hello, Pisces. All right. I was taking a water break. I got really thirsty, and then all of a sudden it started raining. That was kind of funny here. All right. But hello, Pisces. Pisces rising, Pisces suns as well. Welcome. So for you, this Mercury retrograde in Virgo will be happening in your 7th house of relationships. While this can also include any one-on-one relationship, as in, you know, a business partnership or a friendship, it mostly prioritizes romantic relationships. Okay, there could be relationship confusion at the time or relationship miscommunication. So this is very much a time to practice patience with your one-on-one relationships, right? The people that you are dealing with. Okay, learning, listening to understand each other, taking things slow, making sure that you're not jumping to conclusions, and creating space to have genuine conversations. Okay, so I'm gonna pull a couple of cards here to ask about how you can prepare prepare during this retrograde? What do you need to prepare for at this time? You have the Two of Pentacles in your material realm, the Hierophant in your heart space, Temperance showing up in your mental space. And for your advice card, you have the Six of Wands showing up reversed, okay? So I am going to say, I'm going to start here with the Six of Wands reversed, okay? For some of you, there is this need to really get in touch with the things that are not feeling right. Not being afraid to delve into what is not working out, the things that might make you feel defeated. For some of you, I'm getting the things that are making you feel silenced, the things that you feel you can't work through, okay? Because you can, right? You can actually take the step back. I'm also getting learning about yourself through how it is that you interact with others, or through any relationship experiences, right? What have your past relationships also taught you about you? I'm getting that by thinking about maybe things that haven't worked out in the past, things that have felt disjointed in past relationships. This will actually help you achieve balance. You have the Two of Pentacles in your material realm. So with this, you know, very much your like, it could be like your work, your living situation, your health, right? Like, these things can be affecting the way that you are relating to others. And bringing this into balance, I'm getting with like your passions and with your emotions over here as well, with the Temperance card showing up in your mental space, okay? I feel like your thoughts and your actions need some sort of alignment, okay? There's this need. You might feel like you don't quite have a routine right now, or you don't know how to address things. So that's like, you might feel very like you're all over the place is what I'm getting, okay? So there's this need to very much come back to the day-to-day, which is what the Mercury retrograde wants you to do in Virgo, right? Think about what you're doing day-to-day to bring balance to how you're dealing with others, how you're communicating, how you're sharing yourself. You know, for some of you, is work taking up too much of your time and you don't have time to be with others? Is your person's work taking too much of your time and making you feel unseen or making you feel unheard? The Temperance card it's a little bit tricky, right? Because it's difficult. It's a difficult journey. Your mental health could very much need your attention at this moment, okay? I'm also getting finding creative outlets as something that can help you process your thoughts over here, okay? So, yeah, I mean, look, you know, it doesn't sound like the most fun, but I'm getting, above everything, to not be afraid to think about what's not working, because if you want to make it work, right, then you need to address first what's not working, you know? Like, I mean, that seems pretty simple. I know it's like a hard thing to do, right? But know that your whatever discomfort you might be feeling, whatever is making you feel like you're not being valued or seen, it's really what I'm getting, like that's telling you about your needs in a relationship. So honor that at this moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of extra cards over here to ask for. This is for my little deck of self-care, but you know, if there have been any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Sorry, I'm looking for a green card. Okay, yeah, interesting. Sorry, I say interesting because with Prey and the Hierophant, there's this connection between, you know, prayer and the Hierophant, because the Hierophant, you know, it can rule religion, and I don't necessarily mean pray in a religious way, but it's just this combination of spirituality and things that are bigger than us, and bringing that into our everyday life, which is why religion can sometimes symbolize this card, because it's joining, right? Like, I don't know, the way that you're perceiving things. So for some of you, it doesn't have to be like a prayer to a religious figure or in a religious way. It's just, you know, it could be prayer to the universe, prayer to your higher self, but making that time too. I'm also getting it as like meditate, particularly with this I understand card, you know, this seeing the bigger picture of the situation, right? I'm getting the bigger messages around your relationships, maybe noticing relationship patterns as well, okay? You have the 16 card. This is the Tower, my Tower card over here, okay? And before I get into the self-care part, I want to say, you know, the Tower does bring this need to transform something, to let go of the things that are not working. You know, the Tower can come in and shake things up, and it could be that you are, you know, going through a relationship where things are being shaken up, or need to be switched around, or maybe you're not in a relationship, right? But thinking about what has happened before that you can leave behind so that you can create the tower that you want to build, right? That's the thing about the Tower, that what it does is that it allows us to get rid of all of those things that are not serving us. It can be a little bit chaotic, but it is ultimately for our greater good over here. Now, amidst the chaos, you're being asked to look for cute stuff, right? So if you are dealing with somebody, right, balancing what needs to change with what is working, you know, is what I'm getting, okay? Obviously, you get to play the balance game. Is this person fulfilling me? Is this person giving me what I need? Am I getting what I want out of this relationship? And you, only you know the answer to that, okay? For some of you, you and your person need to discuss boundaries. You have, it's okay to say no, and boundaries, okay? I'm also getting not setting boundaries so high that you end up pushing your person away, okay? So play balance of the boundaries, okay? But that could be a discussion that you could be having amongst your relationships right now. What can you do to not feel depleted, but also, you know, and feel supported, but also not, you know, take advantage of others, right? So like, where's the middle ground here? So that's what I have for you right now, Pisces. If there were any messages for you, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes truly help me know if you enjoyed this video and if you'd like to see more videos like this. Thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and prepare for who are we working on? Who are we working with next? Aquarius. All right. Aquarius. Okay, so Aquarius, for you. Hello, 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 Aquarius rising and Aquarius. For you, this Mercury retrograde will be happening in your 8th house. Okay, now the 8th house, it is, you know, deep in your psyche. It can be very unconscious, okay? It can also be dealing with debt, with shared resources, but it really is about getting in touch with, it's just a deep transformation happening for you, okay? Things that need to be transformed. It's the house of Scorpio, so it is taking anything negative, anything that hurt you in the past, and transforming it into something else. There's this need to get in touch with what's hurting you, what it is that you need to release. For some of you, thinking about reciprocity is another thing that can be very much need your attention at the time. So going to go ahead and, sorry, by reciprocity, I just mean, you know, how much you're giving and receiving from others. How much, you know, are you, you know, yeah, just giving and receiving from others, right? Whether that's energy, time, affection, whatever it is, okay? There's this need for, I'm getting also to assess power dynamics, okay, in any relationship that you're facing as well, or any, right, and by relationship, I really mean anything. It doesn't have to be romantic, right? It could be like your work relationships, your friends relationships, your familial relationships, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about how you can prepare for this retrograde, or what you need to prepare for during this retrograde, and some advice here. Okay. Yeah. So, all right. Some of y'all, yeah, with the Lover's energy showing up over here, I am getting, some of you might have choices to make. I'm getting hold off on making any big choices right now if you can avoid it. Okay, definitely being mindful of miscommunication. Definitely be mindful of how you are communicating with others. You have the moon showing up in your heart space, and the reversal to me always says things that you are hiding from yourself. There are feelings that you are not facing. There could be discomfort, things that are unseen over here that you are being asked to bring into the light. Okay, and like how you have, right, like the moon is very hidden over here, but and then in your material realm, like it's like these feelings that you are suppressing over here are actually showing up in your actions. And the thing is that you might not even recognize it at the moment. So that is why you are sitting with your discomfort. That is why you're allowing yourself to think about what you need to release. Because if you don't, then it's gonna keep showing up in ways that you can't even control or notice over here, okay? Now, the Emperor does want you to make some time to chill over here, particularly I'm getting, this is showing up in your mental space, okay, particularly when it comes to making decisions, making choices, okay? You're not charging toward anything new at the moment. I'm going to say this for some of you, like your relationships. I'm getting, to be honest, I'm getting romantic relationships, okay, might be at a hold right now. So, like, I don't know, it might just not be a time for dating, or it might not be a time for, you know, this is, remember, this is temporary energy, right? But you know, there does seem to be a focus on you getting clear within yourself right now, okay? The Nine of Wands showing up in your material space is you know, it's boundaries, right? The Nine of Wands says it's the card of the wounded warrior, okay? Somebody who is functioning out of past hurts over here, who learns how to protect themselves. Can you protect yourself? Absolutely. Can you rise up above any challenges? Absolutely. Okay, but once again, I do get the need for you to bring these feelings that you've been hiding to the surface to actually help you continue to rise up stronger, okay? Your boundaries can need assessing, and you get to decide which way that goes. Whether, yeah, I talked about reciprocity at the beginning, right? So if you're feeling depleted, where can you create boundaries? If you need support, where can you lower down your boundaries to receive that support, okay? Like how much are you also giving of yourself? Goodness. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of cards here from my little deck of self-care, and I want a green one. Okay, yeah, all right, wow. Okay, you have double lovers energy. So for some of you, I get the, like, you could have love coming around the corner, but I am also, because I showed up reversed as well, I'm getting like, hold off on love and relationships right now, or like don't make any big decisions around relationships right now is what I'm getting. Okay, I don't know what that means for you. Obviously you do what works for you, but that's just a little side message over here. Okay, you deserve the love that you desire. So for some of you, if you're not feeling fulfilled, if you're not feeling like people are giving you what you need and what you want, then you get to say, right, like, hey, that's not working for me. You need to start with loving yourself if you want to welcome in this, you know, lover's energy and connection that's trying to find you. Oh yeah, because the eighth house is also like shared resources, right? So that could include like marriage and that kind of thing. But if you feel like you're not getting what you deserve and what you need, then honor that, because that is you honoring yourself and loving yourself and saying, you know, I'm important too, and what I want is important too. Okay, think about what inspires you. Okay, getting in touch with that, the things that make you feel good, you know, as a starting point to help you identify what you need to transform here. You have with the 12th card in gratitude, that is 12 is that Hanged Man energy? I think that's Pisces energy. That's funny because some of this, some of y'all might have, if you have Pisces placements, I would check the Pisces placement too, okay? um but it's, you know, being, you know, starting off by being grateful for what you do have, you know. For some of you, you know, I mean, for some of us, a lot of us, okay, you know, sometimes making time to, you know, show gratitude or create like can be very difficult, especially if you're going through some difficult times or whatever. But getting into a practice of gratitude can help you, right? Like understand, you know, understand what you want, start creating space for more things that you want as well, right? Being grateful for what you have right now does not mean that you're good and you don't want more, right? You can still want more. You can still continue to work toward more here. And then the big one over here, I would say, is inner child healing. For a lot of you, some of this pain that needs transforming, that needs transmuting, revolves around, it could be around your upbringing, healing your inner child. Look into that, see what it means for you, see if there are any messages that resonate for you within that, okay? That could be just, you know, paying attention to little Aquarius, what little Aquarius was missing, what little Aquarius needs, you know. Just inner child healing, okay, it could be important at this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there, Aquarius. If there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly, truly helps and lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up. Thank you for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up and get ready for Capricorn. All right, but all right, I do need water. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm so thirsty. Wow. All right. Hello, Capricorn, Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising. Welcome. So for you, this Mercury retrograde in Virgo will be happening in your 9th house. This is related to travel. This is related to study, to religion, to philosophy, okay? You could be experiencing some setbacks, like maybe you want to travel and you feel like you can do that right now. Maybe some of you are traveling right now. I would say just make sure that you're preparing for delays. Make sure that you know, dot your I's and cross your T's kind of situation over here, okay? But for others, it's just about, you know, like staying local and thinking global, all right, if that makes sense, okay? Like you might need to, you know, like you're expanding your mind. Maybe you can't quite get out there and explore at this moment, but think about where you can expand, where you can stay open-minded. This is a time for learning new things. This is a time for being open to other people's perspectives, being open to other ideas, other you know, like other philosophies, other ways of living, other ways of being, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about what you need to be prepared for, what you need to prepare for this Mercury retrograde. You have the Hanged Man showing up in your hearts, no, in your material space, the Judgment card showing up in your heart space, the Sun showing up in your mental space. I love this. And the Daughter of Wands is your advice card, okay? Sorry, I love that the Sun is showing up in your mental space because, like we said, there's this expansion of the mind happening, just illumination, okay? Like you getting new ideas, growing mentally, okay? For some of you, I'm also going to say, make sure that you're making space to have some fun, to enjoy yourself, to enjoy your days. What are you doing to find that joy within yourself? That is the messaging over here with the Daughter of Wands as your advice, to make sure that you're creating a space to be creative, to have, you know, good times, do things that make you feel inspired, that make you feel good, okay? Now, the Hanged Man, it's interesting because it showed up reversed, but it still showed up, okay? Now, the Hanged Man wants you to chill, okay? This is a time to stay still. This is a time, once again, the Hanged Man puts themselves in uncomfortable situations in order to understand different perspectives. This might mean, you know, prepare yourself to have conversations that are going to challenge your life views. Prepare yourself to hear different perspectives on things, to hear I don't know, like, I don't know, to like learn new things about how, I don't know, how others are going about their lives, okay? But you know, the reversal is interesting because I do feel like you might be like, some of y'all might actually be traveling or moving around a little bit, okay? I don't get that you're completely at a standstill right now. Not that everybody's ever at a standstill completely, right? But you know, I'm getting the message to chill, but I do feel like there's going to be some, I don't know, like maybe you're going to be moving around social circles, or maybe putting yourself, I'm getting, explore things to your capacity, right? Like, I mean, this can also be, I mean, you know, like watching a new type of documentary, reading a new kind of book, taking a different kind of class, all right? Like maybe like some kind of more chill learning, okay? Chill adventuring, all right? Now, the Judgment card in your heart space. Ooh, my darling. Okay, so you do seem to be going through some big transformations. I'm getting emotional, big emotional shifts, okay? Some of y'all, your feelings are very much calling for your attention. Your feelings about things can be changing. I'm getting that as you're getting out there and learning about different ways of the world over here. It might cause a shift. Oh my goodness. It might cause a shift in the way that you feel about certain aspects of your life. Okay. So, you know, keep an open mind. Keep an open. It's very much a time for you to keep an open mind right now. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of extra cards from my little deck of self-care, but I'm going to say that if there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, your comments, subscribes, everything truly helps and lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Okay, so you have, I'll start over here. I love, you have 19 and 20. So 20 is another judgment card. So like I said, you're being called, okay? Like you're being called to have a new version of you awaken, okay? Like you hear the judgment called. Are you here for it? Are you gonna let go? Are you gonna allow yourself to shift and you know, move somewhere new, somewhere different, okay? Oh my gosh, that's so funny. 19 is the sun as well. Look, 2019, 2019, okay? Oh, maybe for some of you, the year 2019 maybe was significant for you. Let me know. Was the year 2019 significant for you? I don't know. There could be some messages for you in that, okay? Or 2020, 1919, okay? Or 2019 as an angel number. Let me know, okay? But all right, that means that though, like it's the repeating energy, okay, of making sure that you're making time to have some fun, okay? I'll start over here with earth, the energy of, you know, being connected to the earth. Some of you might need some time to get out into nature. You know, sorry, I'm laughing because I wrote here like touch some dirt, talk to a tree, ask a plant if you can have a part of it, say thank you. And you know, but I'm laughing because one of my friends brought up like, what are you talking about, talk to a tree? And you know, the thing is that it doesn't even have to be like you're sitting down and literally talking to a tree. It can be, absolutely, right? You might get there. But sometimes it's just about observing. It's about mindfulness. You know, maybe you're walking around in nature and you're noticing the bark on a tree. You're noticing how many points a leaf has. You're noticing the colors. You're noticing the texture, right? That is part of having a conversation with nature and letting it speak to you, okay? And so don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to try it, okay? You have be proud. Be proud of what you've done with the judgment call over here, okay? Take a moment to recognize everything that you've worked hard for, everything that you've learned, everything that you're learning, everything that I'm getting that you're still in this learning mindset, and that, that you're staying open-minded. Yeah, like tell yourself that you're proud of yourself, okay? Make that a mantra during this time. You have eat yellow and eat indigo. Okay, I love this because with eat indigo, I did intend this to be for the third eye, and once again, expansiveness. Okay, expanding the way that you see the world, that you understand the things around you. But also eat indigo, like grapes, eggplant, cacao. All right, purple carrots, cabbage, kale. Okay, these little things that can help you as you're working on this mental expansion here, as well as eating yellow. And I do see a lot of yellow over here, okay? This would be tied to your solar plexus chakra. And so working on developing your confidence. For some of you, your creativity as well is calling to you, okay? The way that you carry yourself, trusting yourself, all right? So eat some yellow too, all right? I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. But if there were any messages for you here, I would absolutely love to hear from you, Capricorn. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps. Thank you. And I hope to see you again next time. All right, I'm going to go ahead and take these and get ready for Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius and the 10th house. Ooh. All right. So, hello, Sagittarius, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising. Welcome for you. This Mercury retrograde and Virgo will be happening in your 10th house, okay? This is your public life. This is could be your career, your public presence. It could be fame, all right? You being in the eye of the public, okay? Now, you might feel like there's some holdbacks, like there's some delays, like there's some career progress, okay? And this is just because you're being asked to focus on your goals, to be focused on whether this is something that you want for the long run, whether this is something that is true to yourself and what it is that you want to create for yourself and your public life over here, the way that you show up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards here to ask about what you need to prepare for at this time, as well as some advice. Whoa. All right, some cards just flew out, but I'm going to pop them back in. Actually, I'm going to do a little old school shuffle over here. Whoa. And all right. You have the High Priestess in your material realm. You have the World in your heart space. You have the Son of Swords in your mental space. Your advice is the Mother of Cups, okay? All right. So during this time, I'm going to say be prepared to question yourself, all right? With the High Priestess showing up reversed, there is a sense of lack of trust in yourself, okay? The High Priestess is intuitive, they're connected, they know that they have the answers within, but the reversal is telling me that you might be starting to doubt yourself. You might be starting to wonder what it is that you're truly trying to create here. And the Son of Swords in your mental space, I love this because it actually wants you to take this time to learn. That's exactly what you're doing. You're learning about yourself. You're learning about what you want to charge toward, how you want to show up to the rest of the world over here. And you're like learning about what you need to let go of, okay, with the world in your heart space showing up reversed. Okay, now here's the thing, this is a level up. Okay, the world wants to give you the opportunity to close any past cycles and let go of anything that doesn't work for you anymore, anything that isn't true for you, right? It's shedding your old skin and rising up a new, stronger version of yourself, but you are resisting that. So what is it that you are resisting? Are you resisting, I'm getting for some of you like a literal physical shift, move? Are you resisting leaving behind an idea? Are there past values or past ideas that, like, self-limiting beliefs or value systems over here that are keeping you from embracing the new way that you want to navigate the world? There's this need to gain clarity about that within yourself. So very much take this time to learn. With the Son of Swords, right? It's like you're getting ready to communicate and get out there, but not yet. It's a learning time, all right? With the Mother of Cups as your advice, there's this need for you to be nurturing. I'm getting nurture yourself as well as your relationship if you have the capacity, right, to share your love with others. I'm getting that making how do I say this, like having that like these nurturing connections to the outside world, like showing this nurturing side of you to the world is actually going to help you like find your more authentic self, find you, like help you find this new trust in yourself, help you figure out what it is that you want to let go of. I'm getting that for some of you, part of what you're letting go is a part of you that is afraid to show affection or afraid to show your feelings or afraid to show your nurturing sides over here. Okay, so the Mother of Cups does want you to, you know, nurture you, nurture others. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards for my little deck of self-care here. But, you know, if there have been any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps and lets me know if you would like to see more videos like this. All right, so I want a green one. I want another green one. Do we have any more green ones? Yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah. All right. Sorry, I'm laughing because hydrate very much. You might just need to hydrate. Okay, are you drinking enough water? Period. But also I'm intended it to align to, you know, the cups energy of emotion. So this need to you for you to get in touch with your feelings, get in touch with a softer side of you as well. Okay, you have consider your inner child. So what would a little Sagittarius want? What is little Sagittarius, what would they need, right? Like to feel happy, to feel loved, to feel supported. Okay, inner child healing could also be something that needs your attention at this time. You do have sorry, you have fire, very much your energy, but it's also like Emperor energy of getting things started, getting things going. Okay, but I'm also getting like finding inspiration. Okay, allowing, you know, it's not like, how do I say this, like you're still honoring yourself, you're like finding the things that make you feel good, you're charging toward, right, like this 10th house as you are getting ready, like all you're doing is, you know, aligning the way that you are showing up with who you truly are. So get in touch with the things that inspire you, get started on figuring out, you know, what makes you feel good, you know, and what it is that you want to show to the rest of the world here. Okay, with 15, this is devil energy. Okay, so I'm gonna say the good thing about the devil energy is that it tells you that if you put in the hard work, you are going to reap the benefits. Okay, it's very dedicated, it's persistent, is doing the hard work, and that's what you're doing here, right? Like you are balancing, it feels like very heavy, right, of balancing your intuition, balancing your feelings, balancing your emotion, and balancing your actions over here, doing the work. So it does feel like a very heavy time, but it will ultimately, right, lead you to this success, to this recognition over here waiting for you on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, Sagittarius. But if there were any messages for you here at all, please feel free to let me know. Likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. So thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up here. And who are we doing next? Scorpio. All right. All right. We have Scorpio. Scorpio. All right. Hello, Scorpio. Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising. Welcome. So for you, this Mercury and retrograde will be happening in your 11th house. This is house of friendships, house of community. It's also good luck. It feels like it's going to be a good solid time for you. Okay. For some of you, maybe you are feeling a little bit disconnected from community or feeling a little bit, isolated from your friends, like that kind of thing. But allow yourself, you will have luck in this though, right? Like I feel like you might feel like you're being tested over here, but this is just preparing you to welcome in this growth and this sphere of the 11th house of community, connection, friendship, okay? And this is a time to actually sit with that, right? Like if you're feeling isolated, if you're feeling like things aren't moving as fast as you want over here, to get in touch with what brings you joy, to get some insight into yourself, into where it is that you want to fit in a bigger scale of community, right? Like as far as, the community around you, what does that look like for you? And what does it look like for you to be a part of a community? What does it look like to you for you, right? Like on your end to be a friend, on your end to be there for others, right? What is your role in the situation? That's what this retrograde is asking you to reflect on here. And so I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here to ask about what you need to prepare for at this time. You have the Five of Wands showing up reversed. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the Fool. And you have the Five of Pentacles as your advice. Okay, so you do have five energies, which I'm going to say, right? Like this can be a little bit of a challenging energy, but I particularly love that you have the Five of Wands showing up reversed, because to me the reversal of fives indicates healing. Okay, it means that you are moving past some challenges. Like for some of you, maybe you had some arguments amongst people in your community, or you were feeling disconnected, or some fights with friends, like that sort of thing. And the reversal to me is saying that you will be healing, right? Prepare to heal, prepare to have a new beginning, to have a new option. For some of you, you might be even creating new connections. Okay, with the Five of Pentacles as your advice, there is this sense of look, down and out it is, right? Like this is the down and out card over here, right? So and I see this with the Nine of Cups as well over here, right? Like you not feeling like your strongest self, you feeling down and out, maybe doubting yourself, feeling emotionally unfulfilled for some of you, with the Nine of Cups showing up in your heart space, right? There's a sense of sadness over here, but the Five of Pentacles wants you to look for resources. Okay, so whether that's actually finding a community that you feel fits you, right? Exploring different options, exploring just like your resources in regards to, I mean, I would say like, I mean, even if it's, friends that you already have, right? Like maybe you're not making new friends. I do feel like some of you have new friendships coming up though, with the full energy, like just kind of like this situation over here. I feel like you're gonna have a fresh start with a sense of community, like creating a new community, creating a new group of friends, like that kind of thing is just wanting to show up for you over here. Okay, but also even if it's like your existing relationships and existing sense of community, there's a need to look at the outside of the situation to problem solve, to address any issues and any things that might not be working, so that you can heal from that. Okay, now I want to touch on the Nine of Cups over here showing up in your heart space, because yeah, there is this sense of maybe feeling disconnected or emotionally unfulfilled. I go back to the potential still with the retrograde feeling isolated even. But, you know, using this, you know, not to dismiss it, right? Obviously sit in your grief as you need to process, right? But also sit with that and allow it to speak to you and tell you what it is that you are needing, what it is that you are looking for. If you are finding discontentment with your current group of friends or with your current community, what is that telling you about what you want? What is that telling you about what you are looking for and what you want to be a part of? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull a couple of cards here from my little deck of self-care. But if there were any messages for you here at all, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps and lets me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. All right. You have, boy, I'm sorry. You have laugh. Watch something funny, call your funny friends. All right, yeah, some of y'all need to reconnect with friends, make new friends, make some, like, go somewhere where you can laugh, right? I don't know, go to a comedy show, go to a show, go to like somewhere where you can socialize. You have look around. I'm getting like look around because like you can have this connection or new connections. Like I said, I'm getting new connections, just the full energy over here, right? I'm also getting that this is like you're gonna have a shift in your mindset, but that's actually what's going to open the doors for new opportunities over here. Okay, pay attention to synchronicities, to signs. Okay, look around for support. You have talk, you know, with call your funny friends and talk. Okay, some of y'all, maybe there is somebody that you need to talk to, maybe something that you're trying to heal over here. Okay, you have, I mean, like, just share your voice. Okay, but sorry, I'm also thinking how this is like lovers energy, which is about, you know, communication and bringing balance to the situation. Okay, so if you're talking to someone, you know, how can you go back to this feeling like a connection where you're, you know, where it's symbiotic, right? Like, not, you know, nobody taking too much from the other, but y'all are actually building each other up in true balance over here. Okay, and then you have share your love. I feel like, okay, I'm just gonna say it for some of you, like, it's your time right now to kind of, like, yes, you're thinking about yourself, but you're also, right, because this is saying call, have you told those you love how you feel lately? Nurturing your relationships, this is also you kind of doing the talking. All right, so you sharing your feelings and thoughts about, you know, the people around you over here. All right, Scorpio, so share your love. All right, but yeah, that's what I have for you today. If there were any messages for you here at all, please feel free to let me know. Likes, comments, subscribes, everything truly helps. And thank you so much for sharing your energy with me. All right. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and clean up over here. All right. Whoa. I think this is the last one. Yeah, Libra. Wow. Okay. We made it. All right. Libra and the 12th house. Whew. All right. All right. Libra, hello, Libra sun, Libra rising, welcome. So for you, this Mercury retrograde will be hitting your 12th house. Okay, this is the house of what is hidden, the house of the unconscious / subconscious. Okay, you are very much being asked to take a moment to step back. Okay, this is a moment of rest, a moment of gaining new insights about yourself, allowing yourself to delve into your own shadows, into the unknown, into your psyche, right? Like this very introspective time over here. Okay, now know that this might be a little bit uncomfortable, but it will ultimately allow you to shed what you don't need. It will allow you to find that balance within yourself again. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and ask for what it is that you need to prepare for at this time, and for some advice, Libra. All right, so yeah, the Temperance card. In your material realm, you have the 3 of Pentacles in your heart space. you have the Father of Swords in your mental space, and for your advice, you have the World reversed, okay? So, yeah, all right, look, I'm gonna say, particularly, okay, so with the Father of Swords and the World over here, okay, there are things that you are mentally separating yourself from, and know that there is wisdom in allowing yourself to think about what you're resisting. Okay, some of y'all are resisting change, some of y'all are very comfortable in certain situations. Okay, there are parts of you that you do not even want to tap into, and it's like, you know what, for now, that's cool. Actually, let's sit with that, right? Process that. Think about that. Your advice is to, before you're welcoming in this level up, right, to continue to sit like with this discomfort, because it's actually going to bring you a lot of wisdom. It's going to help you charge forward. You're going to be very mentally active at this moment with the Father of Swords showing up, okay? Now, the Father of Swords also wants you to leave behind the things that aren't working for you, but there needs to be a lot of introspection before you can even get there, okay? Now, to prepare for this to be a little bit chaotic with the Temperance card showing up reversed, it can be a very difficult energy. Okay, some of you could even be feeling a little bit, I'm getting physically depleted. Okay, so be mindful of that energy. Think about what it is that you need to do to bring balance back into your life. Okay, how are you nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself? What are you doing day to day to be able to work through this process? Okay, for some of you, rest right now. Actually, for a lot of it, like, yeah, for right now, for Libras, okay, rest is very important right now. Okay, making sure that you're finding that balance as well of, you know, if you're doing a lot of mental like heavy work thinking over here, you know, balancing that with giving yourself space to kind of detach from situations when you need to, as you need to. And the Three of Pentacles showing up in your emotional space over here, okay? For some of you, there could be solace in external support, okay, like finding people to help you process your feelings. This could be actually talking to a therapist. This could be, I'm even getting like a hypnotist, or, you know, like somebody that can actually help you delve deep into your shadows, to help you tap into your psyche, to help you tap into the things that you are not trying to recognize at the moment, right, and leaving behind. So, like, don't be, you know, kind of be open to connecting with others and collaborating on your own mental health here, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a couple of extra cards here from my little deck of self-care, but if there are any messages for you here in this reading, I would absolutely love to hear from you. Your likes, comments, subscribes absolutely help, and let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Okay, I was looking for a green one, but, you know, I'm gonna just get whatever pops up. Yeah, you have, okay, you have another, okay. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna say, um, sorry, the very the very childish part of me just saw 69. But you do have wow, okay, sorry. All right, I don't know if you felt the shake, but okay, so you have you know, with the 6, you know, this is a lover's energy, okay? uh yeah. Okay. This is, you know, it is about learning. It's about balance within yourself. Okay. Have you deserved the love that you desire? Start with yourself. This need to focus on your self-love right now. You could you could have love showing up around the corner or something like that. But you know, there is this need, like I said, to start with yourself. You have boundaries showing up as well. So, you know, play balance of the boundaries. If you're feeling depleted, you know, make sure that you're setting up some boundaries. Do you need support? Lower your boundaries. You know, how are you doing with respecting other people's boundaries as well? Okay. I want to say that I did intend this to be both hermit and high priestess energy. So, like, I don't know, like I'm getting something about, okay, I see, yeah. Okay, I see it, healing. All right, so both of these are very healing energies. All right, the 12th house is, you know, you know, I mean, it's very, like I said, very in the psyche, very, very intuitive, very in touch with, you know, trusting yourself, knowing that the knowledge is deep within you. Okay. That's something else that I'm getting over here. Like trusting yourself is something that's important at this time. Finding inspiration. Okay. What inspires you in this moment? Particularly, yeah, like with this, you know, the fire of the Temperance card is really making me think about finding the fire in your life, finding things that feel good to you as well. Okay, make sure that you're making space for that. And then you have forgive. Um, take back your power. You are not your past. So this could be in whatever, you know, whether you are in need of forgiving somebody. Okay. You know that you are giving away your power by holding on to a grudge. You know, if you're needing to forgive yourself, then, you know, even recognizing, right, that you did something wrong is telling you that you have grown as a person. So sit with yourself and say, hey, I'm not that person, I'm not my past, and you're growing even just by recognizing, right? So a lot of introspection, okay, a lot of reflection. Libra, you know, thank you for being here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it there. And if there were any messages for you here at all, please feel free to let me know. Your likes, comments, subscribes truly, truly help. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Best wishes with all.